Hi, y'all. Good morning. Um, I just wanted to show you what I'm doing. I told you I was doing 10 by 10 squares with the slashings. Well, I have this long piece of fabric. It's almost a yard long. Well, it's not, it's 31 inches long. But what I'm going to do is I want to do slashing stuff all the way down and make a wall hanging. And so what I did first is I did these blues. And I just stitched um, like on a wave, and I have blues under there, and I put a little bit of yellow under there too, so that the yellow would shine through like the sun. And after it's washed, it's going to. Oh, let me show you what I've done with the washing. Now, see, this one's not washed yet. This is a 10 by 10 square, and on one half of it I slashed on an angle, and on this half of it I just went around sort of in a circle, a square circle. That one's not washed yet. Oh, and this one I did waves. That one's not washed yet either. When you wash it, it blooms. It really blooms. Now see, this one is washed. This one, this is the one I showed you all the other day, and I made these like 1.5 inch squares all the way on it, and then cut them in quarters. I cut them in quarters, and this has been washed and dried, so this one has bloomed. This one here, I just made straight lines, just straight lines, and it's been washed and dried too. And so it has bloomed, and I'm loving this. I'm just loving this. I did it for a while before, but never got real into it. But I really want to get try different. I've been watching different videos that have to do with fabric manipulation. So I first did this top on this one, which is all done in blues. Then I did this piece. Now this one here has got all the stitching in it. It's hard. Well, on the back you can see the stitching um, where I did the kind of a curved line. And then on top of it, I had like this. It's like felt or fleece. I'm not even really sure what it is. It was given to me in some scrap fabrics. And so I cut some trees out, and then I just put the trees on. I haven't slashed it yet, but then I put the trees on using a zigzag stitch. And I'm one who just about 99% of the time uh, uh, use thread that is variegated. I mean, that is all different colors. And so what I'm going to do now, and before I slashed it, is I put these trees on. So then what I want to do is I want to, well, you know what I have is right here in my hot little hand hiding somewhere is a slashing tool. Oh, here it is. See, this is actually for slashing. I think that's what they call it, is a slash cutter. That's what it says. And it does the slashing for you. And so and it well, see, I'm not going to be able to use this too much because it goes up to the it this will stop at the where I got that sewn, so I might have to do most of it with the scissor, but I don't mind. Then, because I have these scissors too. This pair of scissors is for rag quilting. If you do rag quilting where you're going through, snipping through many layers of fabric, these rag scissors works good for that. So because I've got a lot of layers of fabric here, um, it cuts through that like butter. So what I'm going to do now is to just slash all of the, now I did most of these in different colors of green. These are different greens that I've done this in, and so I'm going to slash all of it that is in between, that goes around the trees. I kind of contemplated if I wanted to slash first and then put the trees on, or put the trees and then slash, and I thought, well, I think it will be better if I put the trees on and then slash. But I'm going to go down this whole piece of fabric. I'll take you along for the ride here and there and kind of try to update you on it, because I'm excited about doing these. Um, like I say, I've watched different, um, what you look up is fabric manipulation, and you'll see a lot of videos on manipulating fabric, and a lot of slashing and different ways to manipulate fabric that is more than sewing a shirt. They used to sew clothes. I got over that. Now I just want to sew for art. For art's sake. I think that is what I want to do. Boy, that coffee smells good, Papa. I was cooking.
I'll give you a cup in a minute.
Okay. I quit drinking coffee for a little while, but now I have to go back to it just for a little while, but not forever. I can't remember the reason why I decided to stop. I think because I was using too much cream, but I still need more. I still need a lot of cream. Okay, see, I got all of those on that edge. Oh, and see, when I stitched this piece up here, I made one row of stitching along here, and I got, what do I have? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 layers of fabric on top of the cream colored. This fabric that I'm using, I think it must be some kind of an upholstery or something. It's a very heavy fabric, and it's nice, a nice base to do something like this on. And so this little bit, which I've got about 3/4 of an inch at the top here, I am just doing what you do in a rag quilt, is I'm just cutting that. When you do a rag quilt, you just cut the edges like this, and this is what these scissors are for, and it cuts through all those layers of fabric very, very, very easily, like butter. Like butter, yeah. Oh, just for a little advertisement, you guys, I'm having another little sale. It'll be the first tomorrow, and I do a little sale every month on the first, and I just sell a few things that I've put together, and it's like a de-stash sale too, and so you never know what you're going to get. So, but that's tomorrow at 4:30 Eastern time. Okay, see how now all of that is all fluffy. And like I say, once I wash and dry that, that's going to bloom up there. That's going to get fluffier, because this kind of looks like the sky up here. I kind of thought maybe if I had some star-shaped buttons. Oh, I might have star-shaped sequins. I might, and just put a few of them around up here. I thought that would be pretty too. Okay, so now I'm going to carry on um, with slashing. Let's see, where am I at? Where am I at here? Got to get in there with my pointy scissors, or my seam ripper works too. And making can get that slashed. And like I say, you just slash it, and you don't have to slash it down to the base, because I've got so many layers on there. Um, because I have so many layers that if um, if in some places I slash all 6 layers of the fabric, and some I just do 4 layers. Well, then the finished, once it's washed and dried and it blooms, then you have, these are all greens, though they're different colors of green. And so once it's washed and dried, then as it blooms, you'll see different colors of green. And so you're going to be like looking into a forest. And I think it's going to be pretty. And so it'll take me a little bit to get through each one of these and get each one of these slashed. Um, this here kind of a process, a little bit time consuming, but I think it's going to be worth it in the end. I think it's going to be really pretty. And then I'll just make like I've got some pieces of branch pieces that Papa had cut for me some time ago, and I'm going to probably use that across the top and just attach it to the branch some way, and then I think that'll look good. I think it'll look good, and then I'll just find a place on the wall to hang it, or maybe I'll put a great big price on it and sell it to somebody, some unsuspecting. No, I won't do that. Probably not. But yeah, I am going to have my sale tomorrow at 4:30 Eastern time. So if any of you want to come and see what I have, I'm going to have some lace. I'm going to have some bows I tied up some bows for those folks who like for somebody else to tie their bows. And I made double bows. They're pretty. And I have these. This is a completed, finished one, but this is a water bottle soaker. And I got a few to finish. I got that one's finished. I got to finish these ones still. Hopefully I'll get them done, but I'm doing this right now, so you just never know what you're going to get. And lace. I'll have some boring lace. Same kind of lace I had before. I have some books on beading if anybody is interested in beading books. I have, at one time I thought I was really going to get into beading, which I did for a while, but I didn't keep up with it. And so I got some books, and those are going to be on the auction block or sale block, and I'll do them kind of cheap. They'll probably be $1. Some of them I give 20 for. But somebody else will be able to use them, I'm sure. And so this here seam ripper really does good, is to get in between each one of those things, each one of those little channels in between the seams, because I put the seams there, and yeah, but so that's just, I just wanted to show you where I'm at, and then I can follow up with follow-ups later as I add more to it, because I got some different ideas. Because when I go through the videos, when I watch other people's videos, and everybody does it kind of the same but different, and so, and different ways to slash the fabric or manipulate the fabric, and see, And so now in between, you can see how already in between, you know, where I'm getting it slashed, it you can already see it blooming even before it's washed. You can see the fabric just blooming. And it's just so pretty. And then I'm gonna get more as I go down here and add more. I'm going to have different styles. I mean, different ways of manipulating the fabric. And I just, you know, when I go through the videos, when I watch other people's artwork, then I say, oh, I want to try that or something like that, you know. And but then I want to come up with my own looks too. I want to come up with my own plans and my own, see what I can come up with on my own. And so you see how that's now blooming, how it makes those trees not look so, they look like they're growing in that forest. I just love this. I just think this is great. So, but like on these other ones, like on this, I love this. The with just I love this with just the squares and all the different colors. And so I might do something like this still in there and putting some different styles is what I'm going to do. And because I've seen so much, and and as I watch other people do it, then I kind of get different ideas too to be added. And so, and like here, if I had you know, I have, well, I don't know, I'm kind of looking blindly. Look, like, now what if I put Bert and Ernie? Look at this. What if Bert and Ernie were in the forest? Look at this. I could put Bert and Ernie right in there in that forest. And that would be perfect. I think I will put Bert and Ernie in there. I got a couple Berts and Ernies in there, in here. I've had these like forever. That would be cute as ever in there. And then I've got like a jillion little flowers. I could put flowers. And so things will change. Maybe I could put an airplane up in the sky here. And I'm just curious as what it's going to look like after it's washed, because then, like I say, then it blooms. So anyway, that's just what I wanted to show you so far today. Oh, I wanted to, where did I put that book? Hang on, you guys. Hang on, you guys. I'm getting my special book. Okay. Well, maybe I'm not getting my special book, because I thought I put it right here, but now I don't see it. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. This one here. Sometimes I get into some kind of glumpy moods, and I need this. I need this book. Read. I've almost read all the words right off of this book. The book is "You Are Stronger Than You Know: Words of Hope and Encouragement for Someone Living with a Chronic Illness." And lately, I need words of hope and encouragement because I'm living with something chronic right now. And some people might not call it an illness, but it sure is a pain. And just to be honest with you, I'm 73 years old and I'm in my second childhood and I'm not potty trained anymore. That should tell you. And so these are definitely words of hope and encouragement for someone living with a chronic something. because I'm chronic and this is driving me crazy. But anyway, so let's see. What should I... oh, here, take one day at a time. All right, let's do that. I printed this out. I printed out the preamble to the Constitution because I used to have it memorized, but I want to memorize it again. Take one day at a time. Sometime in life, we don't know where to begin. But if we take a step back, we can gain different perspective that will remind us to take it one day at a time. If you feel like you're standing still when all you want to do is hit the ground running, just remember that things take time and patience is key. As long as you are placing one foot in front of the other and keeping your focus, you will find the answers you so desperately seek. You may even find that some truly great opportunities come to you in your patience. Take it one day at a time, and as long as you do, you will make progress. And that was written by Lamisha Surf Walls. One day at a time, one foot in front of the other. And that is so true. And sometimes, even now, we can put one foot in front of the other at this stage of the game. Maybe not as far in front as you could 20 years ago. But take one day at a time. Okay, I ask God to watch over each and every one of you, every step you take, every move you make, and keep you safe, happy, healthy, and humble. And I ask God to watch over you. And please come back to the next video. And like I say, my advertisement, I'm going to have this sale. And I kind of depend on the sale for getting myself what I need. Things that I like to have. Like these flowers. I wouldn't have been able to purchase these flowers if it wasn't for my sales. And I have got this whole thing full of flowers that I can use on so many different things. And I'm using the heck out of them. I just love them. And so that's how I earn my keep. Okay. All right, y'all have a really, really good day, and I'll see you later, alligator. And do y'all see a purple mouse here anywhere? Where is my mouse? I cover things up. I throw things around. I cover. Oh, there's my mouse. He was hiding in the mouse trap. And God bless you all.